nice downpours.
Good morning, people, and it is morning, Tuesday morning. Monday was cancelled due to having a car full of all the stuff that my eldest daughter brought back from university, because she's moved out of her last year's accommodation now and moved back home for a few weeks. So we had a rough weekend. Well, we didn't have a rough weekend, we had a hard weekend. Sheffield was beautiful, hot, gorgeous, but slogging up and down all those hills in Sheffield was hard work. But I still like the place. I really do like Sheffield. It's a nice city, really nice city. So we went round the university. We've been around the university before. It was great. We went to the medical school and fantastic. So it's not her first choice. She's looking at York, but there you go, we went and did it. This weekend she's going to Manchester, but she's going with the wife on the train, so that's cool. Right, I have banged this back together. I'm going to give it all another coat of red lead, including these bits after I've wire brushed them off, because these are the bits that don't rot. They don't really matter, they just want some paint. They just want to be shown some paint to make it look decent. This drawbar's in a hell of a state. Well, it's not in a hell of a state. It's bent, it's been welded, but I'm going to go with it because it worked as it was. Right, I'm going to go with it because it really is a lot of work to get that straight. It's a lot of hammering and banging and heating, and I still don't get this. Because if you cut that weld off there and you cut that weld off there and you tried to fit that into there and join it end to end, butt weld it, it wouldn't fit. So has that bent so much, or has this been welded back on in the wrong place? I don't know. I don't know, but I know it will be, it fits the tractor. I've had it up to the tractor and it fits onto the tractor, and it will be a nightmare to sort it out. So basically I'm going to wire brush it off and I'm going to paint it all, and if it causes problems in the future I will sort it out. But the problem is with projects like this, right, you can get it up to 90% perfect, right, but if you want to go for 100% perfect, that last 10% takes you probably as long as the previous 90%. And at the end of the day, the machine isn't necessarily any better. So I've learned through bitter experience, if it's working, don't F about with it, because you're liable to make it work. Well, you've got just as much chance of making it worse rather than better if you have no deep understanding of the machine. And I have no deep understanding of this type of grass cutter, if there is indeed a deep understanding to be had. Right, let's stop talking crap and get the scabs knocked off it and get some paint on it. Bring you back in a bit. Bye now. There we go, folks. Tuesday, 1:06. Let me just get back and enable you to see what we're getting on with. There we are, Tuesday, 1:06. A coat of paint on it all, and it might get a final couple of coats of some Massey Ferguson red, because I happen to have a tin of it. Right, and I've also given the wheel a tickle up and some black as well, so it'll stand being outside and won't rust. It'll have a sheet over it. It'll have a sheet over it. But the idea is that this lives in the field on blocks with a sheet over it. It doesn't actually come back to the workshop. Once it's up in the field, I should just drop it off and bring the tractor back, but not the topper. And then I can just park the tractor in here, right? And then when I'm working in here, I can just come in the morning and drive the tractor outside and park it on the concrete there, which is a good thing. Right, there she goes. She's all painted. Right. I need a split pin for there, it broke of course. I might even put an ordinary tractor pin in there actually. But there you go, it's done. Next job, the prop shaft. The propeller shaft, which needs a plastic cover making for it. A sliding plastic cover. Or should I say, a telescoping plastic cover. As I'm not really into paying 80 quid for one. Because that's what the plastic tubes, safety tubes that cover the prop shafts cost. Right, so we shall make one. I have plastic pipe there that slides inside. One slides in the other. That'll do me. Right, I'll bring you back when we're on with it. I think I might tidy the bench down first though, because I need to work on there. Bye now. Afternoon folks. 3:14 Tuesday. And I think I've come to a decision about this drive shaft. Let me just see if I can just watch the gap. Just watch the gap there and see if you can see. Can you see it close up there? This rib on here starts to touch at that point. There, it touches. And the reason it touches is because this drive shaft is both bent and twisted. Right? And I think it's probably way beyond what can be corrected. So I think we're going to be looking at a new drive shaft, which means a trip to Scruton's, because to be honest their prices are as good as anywhere on the internet, because there's no way I'm going to twist that back again. And anyway, I'm pretty sure it's bent. And you don't want drive shafts like this out of balance. They make an awful noise. So you look at these two. These two are supposed to be in line. Can I just show you? Yeah, that one here is in line. Now if you go up, run up the drive shaft, that one should also be in line with it. And it isn't. It's quite a long way out. It should be there, and it's over one side. So I think this is hors de combat. I think it's hors de combat. And of course if I get a new drive shaft, I also get a new plastic cover for it, which means I don't have to prat about making one. So I think I'll price one up. Right. More expense. Fuck it, I don't care. Right, okay. Off to Scruton's. Catch you all later. Bye now. It's not later. I'm not off to Scruton's. What I want to do is get the topper finished and backed up to the tractor, right, and hitched to the tractor, and then we'll measure the drive shaft to see what it wants to be, because this wasn't used previously with a tractor. It was used with, I think it was on the back of a JCB or something ridiculous like that. I can't remember, some sort of ridiculous tool they had it on the back of. So I think that would be the best way to back it up to the tractor, hitch it on, and then measure the drive shaft, because they've got a big stack of them down there and I can just go down and buy one. Okay, bye now. Right folks, that's it for Tuesday. She's taking shape. I've got all the bits on and painted. Somewhere down here is the wheel with a coat of black on it. Right, I've got some bits to grease up there. I've got a new split pin to put in. I've started to tidy the bench, and I've condemned this prop shaft because that UJ's knackered. That UJ's knackered. And the shaft's twisted, so really it's junk. I'm going to buy a new one. Right, that's it. Tomorrow we're in the field, and I have got some bench tidying done, but not enough. So tomorrow it's field work, so I'll take you with me. Bye now. So here we are folks, Wednesday, 4 o'clock, and we've had a damn good tidy up. but we're about knackered. It started off with the rain pouring down this morning, but by the time I got here it was cracking and the sun was coming out. There's Keith and Mark down at the fire pit loading the rubbish onto the fire. Keith's been round and cut the grass again. Did himself a mischief, but he did it. And I'm just taking you now up to show you the area. This is the area that Keith... Afternoon folks, Thursday, 5 o'clock, and it's in red. That's it, it's finished. I've not got much done today because I've had visitors, and I didn't feel too bright this morning. I woke up with a thumping headache, and then people turned up to see me there. Then I got to Langtoft and people turned up to see me here, and cut a long story short, it's 5 o'clock. But the other thing I've got done is I've taken the universal joints out of the half of the prop shaft and measured them just to see what size I want, because it's looking like it might be as well, just to replace this. Keep that piece of tube and replace, oh, it's had a thump there, isn't it? And replace the other one. Anyway, we'll see tomorrow. But that's it for today. I got some recording done yesterday, and I was just walking up the field when the battery on the camera failed, so that sort of messed that up. But we got a lot done yesterday. It was a beautiful day yesterday. It's very overcast and dull today. I was going to take you up to the field and finish the wandering about and filming, but there's very little point because it's dull and horrible today. We've had some rain. Right, I'll try and do better tomorrow. So tomorrow we can put the wheel on, provided the paint's dry, which I'm sure it will be. We can put the front wheel on and we can roll it up to the back of the tractor and we can connect it up, and then we can lift it and see how long the drive shaft is, and then lower it down and see how long the drive shaft is, and then we're getting somewhere close to finishing both the tractor and the grass cutter. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow folks. Bye now.